ready, Nathan?
Hey y'all, Dyin Barbecue, back in front of the grill again. Today we're going to be talking beef cheeks. These are great to make for tacos, real beefy flavor. The hardest thing about making beef cheeks is trimming them up. Now I've already trimmed these up, but whenever you get them, there's going to be a lot of fat and silver skin on them unless you get them from your butcher. If you get them from your butcher, you can have them go ahead and they'll trim them up, clean them up for you. But I just picked these up at Walmart, and whenever you do that, you're gonna have a lot of fat, a lot of silver skin that you gotta get rid of. But hey, get rid of that, and you're left with this nice little piece of meat here. Super good, super delicious. Let's get into throwing those together. But if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, punch the like button. Let's throw down some beef cheeks. All right, so like I said, the hardest part about these is trimming them up. Once you've done that, it's pretty simple. We're just gonna go ahead and hit them with some rub. Rub I'm gonna be using today is that Tailgaters Party Rub. This is a great rub. It's gonna work out real good on these beef cheeks. Let's get them seasoned up. Top sides now. See if we can do it without the flies messing with us too bad. That's pretty good. Got a nice seasoning on there. Let those sweat out for just a little bit. I'm getting my grill heated up here. We're going to be cooking today at 250 degrees. We'll cook them for about 3 hours maybe. I'm just kind of looking for color. After we get that nice color that I'm looking for, a little bit of bark, then we're going to put them in a pan, braise them down, get those things super tender. But hey, let's get ready to throw those on the grill. All right, grill's up to temp, 250 degrees. Let's go ahead and get these things thrown on there. So we're just going to go right on the grate with them. We're going to let those things ride. Like I said, probably about 2 hours. We might spritz them a little bit if they start looking a little dry, but we're going to be cooking for color, then we're going to braise them down. All right. So we've been on about an hour. We're going to take a look at them, probably rotate them, make sure we get an even cook, and we're probably going to hit them with the spritz. Let's see what they look like. Boom. Nice color on these. We're going to just kind of rotate them around here just to make sure that we get a even cook on them. And then we're going to hit them with a little bit of spritz. Oh yeah. Spritz them up. Looking real good. We're gonna let those things go for a little bit longer. We'll check on them in about an hour, kind of see what kind of the color we got. We'll be back in about an hour. Alright, so we're back. These beef cheeks have been on there for about 2.5 hours. Let's take a look at them. I think they're about ready for us to put them in the pan, braise them to get them tender. I think the color's about where we want. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. These beef cheeks have some real nice color on them. That bark's nice and set. In case you're wondering like what the temp probably is on these. Sitting about 150. That's pretty good. So we're gonna get these things put into a pan, braise them down, and get them tender. So I'm gonna go ahead and just come back with some onions. I just sliced up some onions here. We'll throw these in the pan. Just kind of help add another flavor to these beef cheeks. And it'll help keep them out of that liquid, keep that bark nice and set. So we're gonna throw them onions in there. Got them in there. And then I just went ahead and chopped up some jalapenos. I took the veins out of them, left some of the seeds just because we want a little bit of heat in there. If you wanted no heat, you could take out all the seeds, all the veins, get rid of all of it. But I left a few seeds in there just to kind of give it that extra little bit of heat. There we go. Oop. Then we're just going to lay these beef cheeks in there. I'm just going to come back with the liquid that I used to spritz them with. Now this liquid is just water and Moores Original Marinade. I'll leave in the description, I'll leave the ratio that I used for this spritz, but this is what I'm going to use for the braise also, just so we don't interrupt any flavors that are going on in there. Keep it all kind of the same. So there it is. Things are looking really nice. That color is just great. So we're going to get them wrapped up here. Before I wrap them up, I'm going to go ahead and just stick a probe in one of these here, just so I can kind of gauge the temps. We're going for probe tender, but that's probably going to be about 206, 210, somewhere in there. So I just want to keep a probe in it so that I can have a gauge where we're at. Got them covered back up. Back on the grill they go. Let's go ahead and plug our probe in. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it up to 300 degrees at this point because I really want that stuff to braise down. Get them tender. Right now we're just going for tenderness, so we're going to let them rock and roll here until that temperature hits at least 206. Then I might take a probe test, but we're going to just let them rock and roll for a minute. Alright, so we're hitting about 210 on these things. Like I said, we want these things to be super tender. So we're gonna dig in here, see what we got. So let's go ahead and take a test. This is gonna be the test that I do. I'm just looking for super, super tender. That feels pretty good to me. We're gonna let these things rest up for just a little bit, and then we'll get to pulling these things apart and make some tacos. Alright, so these cheeks have been resting for about an hour, hour and a half. I just left them sitting outside, covered, let them rest. We're gonna see here if we've got something that's tender. Things look amazing. We're just gonna see here what we got. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. We'll zoom y'all in here, see if we can't get a better look at this. That's money. I don't know if y'all can see that back there, but this is absolute money. So tender, it just pulls right apart. Hey, if you like what you see here, I got an Instagram page at Dyin Barbecue. I also got a Facebook page, Dyin Barbecue. We just cooked up some beef cheeks, and man, they're tender. Out there on the Pit Boss grills. About to make some tacos.